Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Legion Lads. I am your host, JR. Today we got Jose. What's up, Jose?
Yo.
So today, guys, we're gonna go over the Adepticon results, go over the top eight, and kind of give you our little thoughts about what we feel about the current meta. Um, and we're gonna give our predictions because the current meta is gonna be changing after April 21st, which is the points update. So me and Jose are gonna do our little prediction on that. But before we get into all that, we have some announcements. So the only announcement actually is Vet Fest is coming up, July 18th through the 19th. So we would love to see you guys here. It's going to be a LVO invite, and yeah, let's make it a great time. Every time we've had it, every year, it's gotten bigger and bigger, and we're hoping to keep it bigger and growing, so that way, hopefully, one day it becomes a GT status. So mark that on your calendars. That's July 18th to the 19th. And yeah, but other than that, Jose, Adepticon, my man, did you get a chance to watch any of the games?
I didn't get a chance to watch any of the games because I was busy with other stuff, but I heard the rumblings and I'm not excited. I'm not happy about it.
Really, what part are you not happy about it the most?
The Dark Trooper pass mechanic bullshit.
I'm with you there.
It was only a matter of time before Rob's little secret sauce oozed out and started infecting people.
I think Rob got it from, the Legion Discord because, they always talk strategy and they have some really good strategies there. And yeah, the pass mechanic. Now I feel it's too strong, but apparently AMG does not feel it's too strong. So,
Uh, Give it a couple more tournaments. My thing was like in Old Legion, you didn't have extra pass. And in Old Legion, there wasn't a pass mechanic.
mm,
You didn't have any like the only extra activations that Dark Troopers got was their activations. But now he can keep parity by keeping events intel. If he flips into it or if you leave it, if he's out activated, he gets extra pass. Like I don't. There has to be a way to make that not a thing. Like I could handle the Aquas going their two turn or Aquas. I could handle their Dark Troopers going their extra two turns, and I'm still gonna get to go my extra, whatever guys.
mm,
But it's like the pass mechanic in this game, he can pass between activations. Like these 8, 9 pseudo lists. Sometimes they're going 3 times after you, and I'm like,
yeah,
are
yeah.
you kidding me? Like, what is this? And this is only happening because of the pass mechanic. And Rob can say it's meant to break the rules of the game, and this is the only thing Darks have, but like it's the only thing they have. And look at how Empire's been doing up until everybody said, "Hey, let's break the mechanic together."
Mm.
And now we get 3 imps in the top four. Name another tournament where we had 3 imps in the top four in recent memory. Can you that wasn't Blizzard Force era?
Right? Yeah. Well, that's kind of like, well, I'm not too upset about the path mechanic. Like, I personally don't like it. I think it's a little unfair, but that's all Empire's really got right now, right? And they do cost a lot. So they're not cheap. So if you're bringing them, it's a hefty price. Maybe some other things are cheap, like maybe the Scout Troopers are too cheap because you see them kind of paired with the Dark Troopers, right? Not only that, you got the probe droids that came out, which also cheap. So it kind of like bumps, the Empire up to have higher acts, which is good. But because of the Dark Troopers, it gives you that extra boon, like you were saying, that you get to go several times last, which in my, you know, thinking is that AMG purposely came out with that pass mechanic, so that way somebody didn't keep going last several times. But by their word of their mouth, they are okay with it. And, I clearly because Han Ton has it, and yeah, I don't know, man. I'm with you. I don't care for it too much, but
I don't.
maybe we're
I'm
showing our
less.
bias a little bit.
No, because I'm less worried about Hantan having it because up until our tournament that we had Saturday, I'm not gonna get into detail about that because I was a little whiny bitch about it. But up until that tournament we had, I just heard all the craziness that Han did, and then the first crack I got at the Hantan, I put him in the dirt. It's a white save unit, and it's not as crazy as like heavy dude red save activate twice. Like I'm more scared of that going twice than Han
Mm.
going twice.
Which, to be fair, even those we don't like, and there was 10 of the 15 Empire list brought Dark Troopers, and even those we don't like it was not enough because they did not take it. And in fact, only two Empires are in the top 8. So, you
Oh, it
know,
was two.
it was yeah, two that are in the top 8. So is it really that big of a deal, or maybe we're just being biased and hating on it?
I just think that things like your pass mechanic is a game mechanic to balance out the game.
Mm,
I don't think it should be I don't think you should there should be a way to game that mechanic other than your green advantages is my personal take on that.
sure, sure. Uh, yeah, let's go over some stats on that. So just like I had mentioned, there were 15 Empire players, and 10 of them brought Dark Troopers. What do you think the most taken commander or operative was for Empire?
Do they have access to Thrawn in them yet or no?
Um, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think they were allowed in this one because the wheel bikes were not allowed in this tournament either. So
But didn't they come out before the Wobikes?
they did, but they weren't allowed, or at least even if they were allowed, no one took them.
Okay, so I cheated
Yeah,
the answer there.
yeah. So,
Um, in the overall the whole tournament,
hmm
oh, there's probably masses of CIS, so Kalani.
no, no, no. For it's specifically for the
Oh,
Empire.
specific Empire.
Mm,
Commander wouldn't be Vader. I would say the generic build a leader.
Bill Leader, you are correct. That
Yeah,
was the
because
most taken.
they got rid of the original 55 point leader, right? Or
Yeah, yeah. That's out. That's out.
yeah.
So, which Dark Troopers are strong, and uh, like we had mentioned before, the pass mechanic is just super strong. Um, but moving on, we
Well,
had
they probably had that upgrade where you get to shortchange the opponent's pip card as well, right?
yeah. Well, that's why the custom is usually taken is to guarantee that you go first, which is super strong.
Yeah.
And it also helps that it's super cheap, right, to take those.
Yeah. If you
So
build them without the red armor.
yeah, yeah. Have you gotten any of the custom, commanders or operatives?
I have the Jedi,
Yeah.
because like I think they're cool.
Mm,
Um, I don't like the general at all. I'm more of a fan of the operative.
the
The
operative.
operative just feels like a nice little missile, a cheap, affordable missile.
Mm. What do you like most about it?
Um, to be honest, I like the versatility of putting like the upgrades and making them like makes clairvoyance worth taking. It makes like when we went to the Bakersfield tournament, it was so nice to like burst of speed, get into their lines, and then play the one pip that gives them the standby. It's like, cool, hit me, do something, I dare you. And then it's like, I don't know, I had fun with it. The general's cool. The general to me, the general has a lot of staying power. Its offensive output is just bad.
Sure, sure.
Um, and so for me, like if I want a unit that can stay alive and has bad offensive output, I'll just take Obi-Wan.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, you're not wrong. So CIS had 19 players. So let me go over the player count.
Kalani.
CIS had 19. Gar had 18 players. Empire had 15. Rebels had 11. And then Shadow Collective have one. Sorry, Shadow Collective. You're not really in this fight. So there's a clear winner here of who plays the most. That's CIS and Gar. Like just one away, they would be neck and neck. How many wheel bikes, Grievous wheel bikes, do you think that people brought?
Oof. Out of the how many CIS was there?
There's 19.
19. I'm assuming EXD was there.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say less than eight.
Nine. Nine
Oh, I
people.
was close.
Yeah, nine people brought General Grievous the wheel bike, and he was not in the top eight. Do you think that's a indicator that AMG is not going to nerf Grievous, despite how people are scared of him? Despite people want him to be raised in points, get a little nerf, or do you think people teched for that type of list, and that's why we didn't see it in the top eight?
So one, they teched for it, obviously, because I've listened to all the podcasts and all the Empire guys apparently decided to tech against it.
Mm. Which
Um,
on that note for the Empire, like Dark Troopers are great counters for the Grievous Wheelbike because they ignore the pass mechanic and they get to go at last uh, um, multiple times, which Grievous does not want. Grievous wants to go last first.
yeah.
And because of that reason, it keeps Grievous at bay. I know my practice games with Rob, he was running Imperial Remnant and he was able to go last three times. And I was just like, Grievous can't get in or he's gonna die. So yeah, Dark Trooper is really good for
Yeah,
the general.
it's a good screening unit.
Mm-hmm.
So te definitely they teched against it. Two, I want to say everybody ran the list. I think you need the overrun in volume. Because I think we'll see more Grievous lists taking the two extra will bikes. I don't think they'll do three. I think two's the sweet spot.
Mm,
But having two extra distractions running up the side of the board with Grievous is a lot more sturdier than your stats going last, you know?
yeah.
Um, so I think that would be a good little addition. Like the list you ran, like when we played, you had Grievous, you had the two wheel bikes, you had
Well,
stats.
to be
Um,
fair, the wheel bikes weren't in the tournament, and I feel like if they were, maybe they would have performed a little bit better,
no,
right?
that's what I'm saying. I don't. I think Grievous list will get better when they add the other bikes because
Hmm.
it's a sturdier option.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they were there now. I'm saying I think
Oh,
Grievous,
gotcha, gotcha.
but at the same time, so I play Marvel Snap, right?
Hmm.
And I love that they have a when a busted card comes out, I love that it's a busted card. But what I think is kind of jacked up is recently they'll have like a busted card come out and then they'll nerf it like a week later. It's like people paid for that and then you just nerfed it a week later. So
Hmm.
as much as people want Grievous to be nerfed in general, like me personally, I don't think Grievous is that big of a problem because Grievous into white saves is you're hitting money every time almost.
Sure.
But when you know he's into red saves, you know you're focusing more on your Pierce. Then your spin to win is not Pierce. It's just kind
Hmm.
of raw dice.
Yeah.
So it's not don't get me wrong. You can hit money and you can. I've lost an entire squad full to zero to big pools, to a lot of dice. So that can happen. But like he's not from at least our one game sample size. Take it for what it's worth. Like your Grievous got in there and was stuck in there for a little bit because he could not chew up my Empire guys fast enough.
Hmm.
It got to the point where you targeted Callus right towards the end because you knew Callus would interrogate and you wouldn't get to go last first.
Right.
Um, so I don't think Grievous is so bad. I think it just he can leave a lot of feels bad moments because like I said I'm listening to Notorious Scoundrels, Mike's game when he went up against Grievous. Grievous like pretty much deleted like half of his army by
Hmm.
itself between the overrun, the spin to win, the regular attack, like, and it's just dice. Like, and we know Gar is defensive. They got surges, they can share surges, share dodges, but to have Grievous go in there, like, I get that does happen. But the units just came out. I'm not gonna say as much as I would want to be like, yeah, he does need to get no. If you nerf Grievous now, I feel bad. It loses kind of like customer trust.
Right. Right. Right.
I just paid what you did. Let's just use your Timu wheel bikes. I just bought you bought. three, four Timu wheel bikes. That's not cheap at all. And
Mhm.
then AMG goes and being like, oh, they're white saves now. Like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're
Like
saying.
you can't do that. So Grievous isn't gonna get a nerf. I don't anybody mad at Grievous, anybody mad at the Teemoos when they start running rampant, anybody mad at Han and Luke Tons, like get the nerf out of your mouth because I feel that's physically not a thing, no matter how much you think it's atrocious that they are costed the way they are.
And it's funny, I do agree with you. I don't think I think Grievous is really strong, the Willbike version. And I think people are jumping the gun on saying how strong he is because he does present a problem in that some people like to turtle up. And that's great for Grievous if you turtle up because then
Hmm.
he gets his value in the spin to win. Um, but what I've seen is he's great. Good counters are super squads and when you separate your army. Like when Grievous only has two targets to like spin a win, or their army's so spread out, it's
Value's not
just
there.
yeah, the value's not there to dive in, right? I mean, you're gonna dive in, but you're gonna get shot up somewhere else, right? I think people don't know how to tech against them yet. Like they're still getting used to playing against them. But as you can see from the tournament, people teched for that reason because the spin to win turn is so good. Um, and I just think it's going to take some time to getting used to Grievous, for people to like understand, like, oh, okay, it's not so bad. But to give credit to the other side of that is most times you don't want to split up your army, right? Because then it's going to take them longer to get to those POIs. This game is very much a POI based game, and if your army's spread apart, it's gonna kind of serve a purpose of like, oh, well, now half my army or half my power is on the other side of the map. Even though it's a game, I feel AMG has designed it to want to split up your army. That's why you take two commanders and everything. The spin to win turns get to really mess up one side, and it's kind of like an auto loss in that on that side. Um, but you're right. He just came out. I don't see AMG nerfing him right now. I think they're gonna still give him the waters and see, how crazy he's gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be. I mean, he is really strong. There's no doubt about that. Just like you said, he's gonna get in, no matter where he's headed. But we will see. We'll see. I hope he doesn't get nerfed because that's my bias of CIS. I love my CS stuff, but at the same time, I do understand people's gripe about it. Um,
If
it,
they
it,
do if they do anything, they're just gonna take away his one pit.
Maybe, and ironically, like that's the easy fix, and then that just makes Grievous not good. It's just taking away the one pip. It's just like, okay, now he's not that good. Like if they take away one pip, I would like to see a buff in decreasing his points. Because I feel like that's why he's 150 is because of that spin to win turn, which people can tech. Oh man, I know we probably won't got time for our tournament, but Zach's list when we did our local tournament, he purposely made his list to counter my list, and it did such a good job. Like I kid you not, he was playing Hantan, and Daniel already messed me up with the change the plan turn, and I took a big L on that. And it like
You whip the turn, huh? You try to bait it?
yeah, oh, he baited me hard. He put everybody behind a building, and I was just like, oh my God, like I'm gonna spin to win that whole army, and I'm just gonna win. And so I moved three times. So the next turn I could spin to win. And I played it, and he played change of plans, ruined that whole game for me. Immediately, like he killed Grievous that turn, and like it was just a snowball from there. And I was just like, I can't believe I forgot Hantan could take change of plan. Like that was huge. So that's what Zach did. Zach on turn two played his change of plan, but I knew that. I knew he had Hantan, so I was like, all right, he's gonna play change of plan. I ain't playing Grievous one pip, so I didn't. And I was just like, oh, thank God he played it. I'm done going against it. And then he plays ace up sleeves from Lando. I'm not gonna lie to you, Jose. If Zach had won this game, it would have made me. It
Oh,
would have. It would have. I was kind of convinced that Lando might be S tier because he played Ace up his sleeves, which is a one pip, to get change of plans back, and I was like, I forgot you could do that. So then the next turn, I know he's got change of plans, so he plays change of plans again, and I was just like, all right, I burned change of plans. That's fine. So then the fourth turn, I dive. The previous turn, I just dived in. The fourth turn, I was like, do my spin the word turn. He plays Han's zero pip. So I still couldn't go first. I was like, oh my God, this is so annoying. It was the funniest thing in the world. And like kudos to Zach on that because yeah, you really did put a good counter for Grievous. And I think Lando might have some play with Haunton for that reason.
Yes,
Specifically
dude.
for change of planning people's turns. Like that's huge. That could mess up their whole plan. So the fact that he could play it twice, um, I think it's something to be said. And Lando gives you a way to do it. And you know what's funny is I called him out too. I go, wait, you played a one pip turn one, which is the Hun one pip, and then you play Lando's ace up your sleeve, and then you played a zero pip. Can you do that? He's just like, yeah, the ace up your sleeve is a two pip when you build the command hand. I was like, oh my god, oh my god.
See, I didn't deal with that. I just killed Haunton turn two.
Turn
Like
to two. I tried, man. I tried. He dove in Haunton into some B1s, so B1s and the Hauntons were dancing the whole game.
Nah, dude. I ran in there. I hit him with face me. So you're stuck here. You're not moving nowhere. And then Mando jumped down and just finished it.
uh, so yeah, so back to Grievous. We'll see what happens um on April 21st. But it is a feels bad move knowing that if you don't have Haunton that has change of plans, or you don't have Han for that matter to change your plans, I haven't seen anybody else do something crazy with their command cards to prepare for the spin to win turn, right? I know there's some standby cards you could play to shoot Grievous on their approach, but he's gonna
Not
get
enough.
in. Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah.
get in. So it is a feels bad moment when that happens. Like I could see the like saltiness of just knowing like what do I do in this situation, right? But moving on, we had 18 Gar players. What do you think the highest unit was taken? Not the highest generic unit, but like commander and operative.
Um, it's gotta be Anakin.
It was Bad Batch.
I'm not a big fan of Bad Batch in
You because you
Gar.
haven't have you played Bad Batch?
No, I've played against them.
Wow,
I've not got torn like John has played them against me. I've not gotten torn apart by them. Like I
play them.
guess I get no, I haven't played them. I know what they do,
But
but to me it's like
what I'm saying is you need to play them. They're that good.
I'd rather
And
play Delta. I'm a Delta stan. I
I
don't want to
mean, you can play Delta and Bad Batch.
and do 9 acts. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not a
uh,
9 act guy, and those points are better off spent with Ahsoka and fives.
how many of the 18 players do you think brought Bad Batch?
Judging by the way you're saying, I'll say 10.
11.
I
11.
am my one off. I don't even
Yeah.
have the sheet in front of me.
My thing is like if we're gonna get on Dark Troopers, and I know we're getting on Dark Troopers because of the pass mechanic. That's why we don't like Dark Troopers. I mean, if I'm playing Empire, I like Dark Troopers. But um Bad Batch, 11 out of the 18. In fact, the top three um Gar players all brought Bad Batch too.
Those had to have
So
been 9 act lists.
no, some were 11. We'll get into that in a bit. But the three guards that were in the top eight, they brought Bad Batch, and each one had a different list. So that's comforting to see. Um,
Bad Batch doesn't go twice. Screw the Dark Troopers.
we already went over the empires. Rebels. What do you think the highest ranking rebel officer or operative?
Commander Operative. Ooh, I don't. Rebels are such a thing because I don't. When I think of Rebels, I don't think of the operative and commander slot. I think of the special forces slot.
Sure.
Um,
Oh well, you know what's funny that you say that. What was the top special forces? That I will say this special forces was taken more than any other unit other than the rebel troopers. We're not counting core here. Out of all,
oh,
how many Ewoks? I gave it away. I just gave
you
it away,
gave it
bro. I gave
away.
it away. I just gave it away. Ewok slingers, bro. There was 17 Ewok slingers in the rebel list.
And those lists had to have had the other douchebags.
What?
The dudes with the
Wicket?
droids.
RTD
Special
do?
Forces. No, 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 no. Special Forces.
Oh, sleeper cell.
Sleeper cell. That was
No,
the sleeper. How many sleepers were there?
sleeper cells. There were 11. So you're correct. There
Yeah,
was 11.
so
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty safe guess because slingers are normally taken as a cheap one-off in the Rebels in that slot. Those slingers were accompanied by sleeper cells.
You know what was higher than sleeper cells, but it wasn't a special forces? The skirmishers. 14.
Skirmishes are good.
Yeah. So yeah. Nick, who said, because I built Nick's list for the last tournament, that list was bad. Your two slingers are the highest rebels unit taken outside of core. So I don't know, man. I think you're just playing slingers wrong. And they're super cheap. That's another thing, man. They're so cheap. But anyways, back to the commander and the operative. What do you think it was for rebels?
Shit, I don't know. Well, it's not obviously not Cassian because Cassian's in fleets. I'm gonna say Ahsoka for operative, and I'm going to say so. I'm gonna say Ahsoka or the build an operative. I'm gonna cheat and get those two out the way, and because I want to see him taking the most, I'm just gonna say Lando.
It was the custom. The custom was taking the most. Five of them were taken out of the 11 list. So that was the most, either commander or operative, for the list, which is interesting because it seems like now that could have changed with the Hanton and the Luton, but there's a more emphasis on bringing, you know, other units where I feel like they're not really they're just bringing kind of whatever commander they want or like. And three Landos were taken, so there's that.
I'm just kind of bummed that like I know Rebels need help, and I
Hmm.
and here's my thing with Rebels is I don't want. I don't want to have a lot of things cheapened because I hate the axe bloat. But I would really appreciate if Leia and Hero of the Rebellion Luke got some kind of changes because I miss the days of seeing those two on the table.
Sure, sure.
Even OP Luke might need some refreshments here because OP Luke is no longer the staple he used to be.
Hmm.
And when we're talking Star Wars, you're thinking Luke and Leia, Star Wars, Luke, Leia, Vader, Palpatine, stuff like that. And we're not seeing Luke, we're not seeing Leia. Like
Yeah,
Palpatine's dead, so we're
yeah.
definitely not seeing him,
I mean, I
you
still got them.
know.
I'll bring them.
And even Vader's being taken sparingly. I think Vader's gonna see a resurgence with Tarkin
Yeah.
and the Blue Man group,
Yep.
Thrawn.
Thrawn. Yep. Yep.
But like where Thrawn and Tarkin bring Vader back into the picture, there's really nothing in Rebels that's gonna make you want to bring Leia or Luke outside the fact that you just want to play Leia and Luke.
Hmm. You're not wrong. Um, I'm not. What do you think the most taken condition card was? Now this
Condition.
is counting the revealed
You mean
advantages.
you mean advantages?
Yeah, sorry. I guess they're called conditions, but this is counting the the advantages that we saw, but not the newer ones.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Um,
this one's
I
easy.
I would the and this advanced intel.
Yeah, events until 62 copies were played
Yeah, that's my
during over the
point.
turn.
Like, you got to make some good advantages to make Advanced Intel not worth taking. And
Well,
right now, it's not.
advanced
It's
intel is always going to be taken because there's only two like dedicated advantages for each faction. And I mean, I know there's only one person that brought Shadow Collective. Shadow Collective can't bring those advantages, so I feel like you're always going to see advanced intel at the top for that reason.
but I just mean like I want to see other advantages be as good as Advanced Intel. Like I would like to see a fight in there. You know.
I don't know,
I
man.
mean, but
With
that's
with
just me.
with Dark Troopers cheating past tokens, you need all the help you can get. All right, what's the highest deployment card?
That's the map, right?
Yep. and the objective, the main objective.
Uh, I'm gonna say, oh man, I just played it. I'm gonna say it's a tie
Give me
between.
one. Yeah, give me one.
Oh my God. Hold on, I just freaking played it. Let me pull it up.
You're over here looking.
No, 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 no. Close the pocket.
Bunker Assault.
No, I was gonna say that or close the pocket.
37 copies.
So the
Which
bunker assault makes sense because a lot of these players are taking special forces. Like,
well, it makes me sad because good old America love their gun line list, and I want to go overseas where they're playing all the close combat games and everything. Like that's my jam. Why am I not playing over there? But yeah, 37 copies is wild.
yeah, I tend to like I tend to not build um s- special forces and operative combination lists. So like in this list I took to our tournament, I didn't have any special forces. I just had Mando and Callus. And it's like I'm staring down an operative, a commander, and three special forces. Like I'm not playing you in bunker assault.
Hmm.
You got me messed up.
Well, so what was the secondary objective, the most taken? It should be a shoe-in because of bunker assault. Think America.
Oh God. It shooting, so I'm gonna say not mark targets. Mark targets a little too difficult. I'm gonna say the other one, sweep and clear.
Yeah, you're right. Sweep and clear it was. Um, I mean, sweep and clear is the easy one, right? Just kill stuff. That one's pretty straightforward. You don't have to think too hard for it. And then yeah. So now keep in mind this isn't the whole tournament. This is just the top 64. So I think what is it? 232 players were in the
I didn't see
tournament.
the numbers. I'm just shooting in the dark here.
Yeah, I know this is just the top 64. So this is all the stats for the top 64. How many California representatives were there in this tournament?
I don't know. 20.
One, bro. We had one. One that represented us in the top 64. So it was kind of brutal. But
That's crazy.
yeah. So but anyways, bro, we're gonna go over.
We're warm weather boys. We don't like that cold
I
nonsense.
know that's so far. Like wait till we get Bay Open and LVO numbers. But the first list we're gonna go over is by Tyler Hatfield. I'm sorry if I butchered your guys' last name or name. He brought his list is called "Poke You in the Coconut." He brought the Grand Army Republic for 9 activations. He has Yoda, the Grandmaster, with
Hmm.
bursts of speed, force push, Jedi mind trick, and trusted agent. Clone Captain Rex, love me some Rex, with improvised order, up close and personal, recon intel, and the sonic imploders. Bad Batch, 2 clone infantries with the marksman, or sorry, the medic. 1 clone trooper with the marksman. 2 clone commandos. Getting the clone commandos back, loving it with HQ. And then he brought Delta Squad with Overwatch.
I love Delta Squad.
Yeah, man, this list, getting him to the top 8, I love it. Like, and I can see it too because Rex gives Yoda and Bad Batch Scouting Party 2, right? You play Yoda's Relentless turn. You could Scout 2, double move, and then Relentless. So can Bad Batch with their Scout 2, and then
Your
double move
commandos
steady.
infiltrate
Yep. All three of them can infiltrate.
and 3 tokens.
Yep. The marksmen already on the field, so they can do their support, which and then the clone infantry could just heal Yoda and Bad Batch. And then, yeah, I like this list. What do you think of it?
I like it. I just don't like night. I don't like low lists in this version of Legion. I'm not a fan. But the thing is, if you're running those low lists, you either have an insane amount of killing power to bring it down on par, or you have a way to manipulate the field to get extra actions, extra moves, which is what Yoda's there for.
Hmm. Which
So
is
I
nice.
get it. Not my
Yeah.
play style. I mean, my Yoda, I bought Yoda day one. He's still in the box. I just opened his box. I took Burst of Speed out and I put Yoda back on the shelf.
You got to at least try Bad Batch. You're gonna love Bad Batch. It's so good. The next one, the top seventh, is Brian Roberts. Great first name. His list is called Adept STB Final. He brought the Galactic Empire at 12 activations, which is the custom Imperial officer with academic trained, lead by example, seize the initiative, command and control uplink, heavy blaster pistol empire. Then he brought another custom, the operative, tip of the spear, trusted agent, seize the initiative, heavy blaster pistol empire. And then a stormtrooper with the T-21, another stormtrooper that's a super squad of the T-21, recon intel, and Imperial March. And then he has a riot squad with Agent Callus, the security droid, Imperial March, and environmental gear. Two more
E-gear,
stormtroopers.
bro.
Yeah, two more stormtroopers with the T-21 and a super squad and targeting scope. Another stormtrooper with D10, the DLT-19. Sorry,
Yeah, T19.
and then the stormtrooper with the HH-12. Scout troopers, two scout troopers, and then the LATs with the Imperial TIE pilot, HQ uplink, and armor piercing shell. Is this the battle force with all the stormtroopers?
I don't know.
Because he's got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
because your max is 6.
Dude. Brian, man, my man. Like, I've wanted to play against this list, and none of our local players wants to run that list or that battle force. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. I think it could be good, and it clearly was because it got to the top seven. What do you think?
Super squads with T21s is
Yeah.
nuts.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like super squads have a place in this meta because of the sheer amount of dice. And even if you attack them, you're not taking
So,
what?
hot take, and I don't care if anybody disagrees with me, you guys can all go to hell. Uh, with the amount of super squads, give me my old fire support back.
God, no.
Are you kidding me? That T21 blob throws like what? Like
You want to fire support into
you could
a
make it. You
Ahsoka?
could here. Hold on. To make you feel better, you could make it word it to make it not work with super squads. There, problem solved.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, no, you can because then because if I'm not so my like I told you before, my thing is like I don't like them going the super squad route, and that's me saying that abusing fives in Ahsoka. Do I think it's overkill? Yes. Do I bring it? Yes. Is it fun? Yes. But does it lead to like some fucked up feel bad moments for my opponents? Also yes. But what makes those super squads so egregious is if you're running little squads, you don't have the dice to take them down. Well, if you're running a super squad and you get caught between two Z6 small squads, it's not a home run, but it's enough firepower. Same thing with the Mark Twos or not Mark Twos, the T21 Shores. Like I think fire support can come back. Just take the limiter of apply the limiter in the rules. You know, well, everything is to the rules now. Just put on there fire support, make it old fire support, but not available. You can't fire support with super squads. Easy fix.
So you're saying that if you have a super squad and I'm going to shoot you, I can't fire support with the generic, the regular clone infantry with the heavy weapon with my super squad.
Yeah, the super squads cannot add their dice to fire support.
I mean, yeah, yeah, I could see that. I could see them doing that.
Because most of the things now like are being taken. So if I have two naked clone troopers, the fire support's only 8 dice. But it's a better die pool than just throwing 4 dice at you. And that's probably already a bad issue. But even then, Z6s fell off the map the minute fire support went away.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you bring fire support back to old where it was for just small squads, now you're just back to two Z6s, which was 20 die and 12 of that's white.
Mm.
And if you whiff that, if you whiff that and do nothing, that five squad, boom, just gonna delete one of them.
Yeah.
Soka's gonna delete. So there is a give and take there, and I think that's more fair as like an addition to help combat super squads than letting somebody with the super fives run up and then 30 dice. Like I get that's egregious.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to find a happy medium. And right now, some super squads just can't be brought down by normal squads, and you need a way to
Yeah,
combat
yeah, it's starting to feel bad when your opponent has super squads and you don't have super squads because they could delete you. You're definitely not deleting them.
that.
And not even a spin to win turn can delete a super squad.
Let's be real. Flamethrowers aren't even stacking it most of the time.
Well, because it's hard to get there on their approach, right? Like,
But
here's
I'm
my
saying even when you get there, like I the Bakersfield tournament, my first opponent ran Mando into my super fives. He rolled the arsenal, rolled the flamethrower, rolled everything, and it's like he killed like one model.
yeah, yeah, especially with red save army. Hot take. AMG makes flamethrowers range 2. Now that'd be wild.
Nah, they love their super squads too much.
Moving on to the top 6. We have Andrew Terrell. Terrell. Sorry for your last name. He brought furry. His list is furry worlds. It is the Bright Tree Village Special Forces Battle Force. It is a 14 activation, so good old 14
Basic.
act. Yep. He brought Lugray with the improvised order, secret ingredients. Wicket with Force Dweller. Han Solo with environmental gear. Leia with improvised order.
Oh, there she
C-
is.
Yep, C3PO Golden God. Ewok
Oh,
skirmishers, 3 of them. The Rebel troopers with the Ion and Astro droid. Another Rebel trooper with the Ion guy. Uh, 2 Ewok slingers super squads, and then an Ewok slinger super squad with the Trapper and Forest Dweller, and
Chewie.
and Chewie, the ATST version. Dude, my man. Shout out to you, Andrew, for bringing the Chewbacca ATST. Made it to the top 6. Uh, and,
Ewoks
and
do
and
that.
Leia's in there.
Ewoks do. Ewoks carry that list though. So
Uh, I mean, yeah, they could hide behind that ATST because it's got incognito. So yeah, that seems like a pretty good list. He is the top Rebel player. So congratulations, Andrew, for being the top Rebel player. Um,
Nick's gonna say well, it's not a rebel faction or it's not a rebel army.
Nick is just wrong 99% of the time. So, moving on, we have our first CIS player, Peter Loins. Um, Aussie is his list, and he brought CIS for 13 activations, which is Kalani, and then the custom super attack droid with Seek and Destroy, enhanced combat subroutines, overclock, optimized
Mm.
task flow, and electro staff. Asajj with saber thrown into the fray.
Nice.
Another super attack with Seek and Destroy, overclock, and electro staff.
That's
Uh,
so good.
3 B1 battle droids with the E5S. 2 B1 battle droids that are naked. A dual spider with engagement protocols, and then the flamethrower, and then another spider with the noise ion blaster and engagement protocols. And of course, your 2 Aquas, which the heavy upgrade. Yeah, what do you think?
That Aqua's just escorted Asajj to where she needed to go, and he just long range poked and weakened the lines.
And this isn't a Grievous, so no Grievous in here. So I like it because Asajj is in it, and yeah, seemed to do really good. I gotta click on this one. All right, the next one we got is another Gar list with Ryan Robinson. His list is called Test Bed for Marksman No Yoda. Interesting. 11 activation Republic list. He has Clone Captain Rex with Recon Intel, Ahsoka Padawan Commander with Saber Throw Trusted Agent into the fray. Bad Batch, of course. Padme, a clone marksman with the Mortar, Super Squad, and Dug In. 2 clone infantry, 2 arcs, and a clone commander, 2 clone commanders. No HQ. So, yeah, what do you think of this list?
Seems like a shooty list.
Yeah, yeah, just like we were talking about, there's definitely a gun line list, right? It's definitely, you know,
Padme's definitely there for the act pad.
sure, sure. Hey, hey, that's two units that we normally don't see in the meta. Padme, Leia, even the Chewie in Bright Tree Village showing up. Like, what's going on with this meta, my man? Like, we
Pe-
all thought we were going to see Grievous and Dark Troopers. So, I don't know, man.
People just cooking up fun stuff, which is what I'm all for all the time.
100%. So, yeah, keep it up, guys. Keep it up. Then we got our last Gar player. He is the top Gar for this tournament, Jojo Binks. So congratulations on being the top. He's running Republic, 11 activations. He has Yoda with Burst of Speed, Force Push, Jedi Mind Trick, Trusted Agent. Padme again with Improvised Order and Environmental Gear. Bad Batch. Three Clones Marksman with the Mortar. Three Infantry with the DLT DP-23 and
Shotgun.
droid poppers, and then two Bark Speeder. Jose, do you think we're sleeping on Padme?
No, she's a cheap access. She's a cheap access to secret mission if you can get it. He placed improvised orders on her, so you know she's not gonna die because he's gonna want to hold on to as much as he can, and it enables you to hit the axe where he's at because she's cheap.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Barks too. Barks are cheap.
which ironically got him only to 11 activations. So that Yoda at Bad Batch must have been putting work. I'm really curious how the marksman did because this is
Marksmen are good, dude.
I think
Marksmen
marksmen
are
are good.
good.
Yeah,
I've
I knew marksmen were going to be good. They just seem solid.
yeah, they're great at what they're valued at right now. When on launch before the change to their super squad and everything, like they were probably DOA. But I've used marksman a lot, and I really like the output for them.
Yeah,
I'm tempted to put I'm tempted to put Echo in one just to see what happens.
that'd be interesting. Okay. Moving on, uh we have Poison Dart, AK Austin, who took me out the last LVO or the first LVO of last year. He brought Empire with 8 activations. That was Krennic with improvised order, trusted aid, electro binoculars, Moff Gideon, Darth Vader with force push, saber throw into the fray, seized initiative, Short Trooper with a T-21B and a super squad with Overwatch, another Short Trooper super squad with Overwatch targeting scopes and the T-21B, Snow Troopers with the Ion, and then two Dark Troopers with the Assault Cannon and Program Loyalty. This is congratulations, Austin, for getting to be the top second. He is the top Empire and the only one to actually make in the top 8 with the Empire. Or sorry, Dark Troopers. So I don't know, man. I feel like maybe Dark Troopers ain't that bad of a problem. If they were taken out, a majority of them were taken out for the top 8.
Uh, I don't know. Once again, we need to factor in like the skill level of Adepticon. It's not just a regular like you know Lone Star Open or something. This is like their championship.
Mm,
So you got good players that can just drop one bad game and that's all you need. One bad play, somebody's gonna capitalize. Um, yeah. The pool is full of sharks, so I wouldn't say, the Dark Troopers in because they're I mean, let's be realistic here. Skill gap. When Blizzard Force was at their highest, you, my man, at LVO took Shadow Collective, and you had to chew through like 3, 4 Blizzard Force
yeah,
to
it was
get
brutal.
to get there.
Yeah,
And those were the meta Blizzard Forces with all their cards, all their bids, everything. And ironically, you fall to a Blizzard Force when you face Kyle.
yeah,
So I'm not saying those players you beat were bad. I'm saying that you had enough wherewithal to figure that out. And now you amp that scale to what we see at Adepticon, which is where all the heavy hitters go. Um, and one wrong move can be the difference between you going home or not, you know?
Mm.
So, and friendly fire, there could have been Dark Trooper on Dark Trooper violence. We don't know. Um,
Yeah, you're right. You're
so,
right. We don't know the mirror matches there.
I
Mm.
mean, unless you miraculously, in an LVO that won't be mentioned, don't get any mirror matches in your top four. But hey, we're not
Right?
gonna,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
not gonna go
We
there.
don't
But
run that program no more, Jose, okay? Um, but moving on, we have Justin Fleming's our world championship for 2026, who brought CIS. Shout out to my CIS players who took the top. That's kind of good and bad because now they're looking at us more. But it's important to note no Grievous, so don't nerf Grievous. But
he's not getting
he
nerfed.
brought the task is only impossible because you have deemed it so. So very confident. 13 act. He brought Count Dooku, saber throw, force push. Um, Kalani with improvised order, a custom with seek and destroy, slice comms, and electro staff. Three B1 battle droids, two Geonosian warriors, three droidicas, and two aqua heavy with the heavy. Um, does this shock you at all, my man?
No,
Why?
I think Dooku's over. I think Dooku's overcosted. People tell me I'm crazy. I'm fair. Aquas are aquas. I mean, the way I'm looking at it, this is Austin's opponent, right? He's the guy who beat Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the way I look at it, Austin's list is very much a. I didn't see the game, so you can tell me if I'm missing something. But with that list, it seems like he set up your shores for screens. You got your Overwatch for range 3 standbys. Vader's able to operate within that bubble to get where he needs to go because you're not going to come up to push Vader if you're going to get shot by standbys. That lets Vader go ham on the next turn to rush in safely. Um, you know, um, but at the end of the day, like those Aquas can just walk and make a wall for Dooku to operate behind. Dooku has an upside on Vader because of Makashi alone.
Hmm.
Um, you know, I mean, I could see the rock paper scissors in it, and I could see why Austin would have lost. So, you
Yeah.
know,
Not to mention that, what's good about the CILS list, like even those we don't see Dooku that well, we do see Dooku because Dooku's still really good. He's still an S tier unit. And then you have Aquas and of course Jordicas. Even with the nerf, Jordicas has always been still strong. What shocks me more is the two Geonosians. Now Geonosians have always been good too, but like you usually want to like run them in a horde or run one
nah.
and with Sun Fact, right? But in this case, he ran two of them, which is good for him because like his list is very mobile, right? And you want
Yep.
this game to be very mobile and also very survivable, because you're right, you could just send the Aquas to hide Dooku, and Dooku could wait for Darth Vader and get the leg up. In their game, um, Justin got 11 victory points and Austin only got 7, but Austin killed 317 points worth of Justin's army, where Justin only killed 149.
Wasn't
So
enough.
he was very much hunkering down and shooting with his chores, right? But at the same time, like you're right, it wasn't enough because Justin got shifting priorities, which is horrible for short troopers because of the way the POI moves and everything, and you know Justin can continuously harass him on those POIs that he can't move to, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, so shout out to the top CIS player. Last year was Gar from Isaiah. Now we got Justin Fleming. So yeah, man, it's looked like a hell of a tournament.
It looked like a boss tournament.
Mm-hmm. Boss fight. That's why I don't go because I don't want to get my nuts cracked or anything.
You need to go one of these years,
I
man.
do. I want to because I hear it's so much fun, so much board games and everything, and yeah, I can't wait to
And
go one year.
even if you do get rocked, you could just spend the next few days just playing the board games.
Oh, who are you kidding? I'm gonna be playing Legion the whole time,
Oh
even if I
no,
do
come
get
on.
rocked. Uh, But yeah, one of these years I will go. But moving on, Jose, it's time to know who the Legion Oracle is. You know who? Do
Wasn't
you think?
me.
Do you think it was me or Dallin?
Oh, Nick's not even in the conversation?
Well, because he wasn't there. He didn't get to make a prediction.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Dallin, just because I don't want you to win again.
I knew it. I knew I was just like, I should have said who you hope to be the Oracle. Unfortunately and fortunately, I am once again the Oracle. If you guys listen to our last podcast, Nick had mentioned that we gave kind of generic answers for our predictions. And ironically, when I went back and listened, so it's so funny. I told you guys to dream big, right? And you and Dallin both dreamed really big. I was the one that gave the generic answers. So the things I got right was I said we will see more battle forces. That's super broad and generic because we did see more battle forces. We saw the Mandalorian battle force, and we saw the 212, not 212, but the 244, I think it is.
Yeah,
Uh,
224.
224 battle force box that's coming out. So we did see those. I also said we would see Savage stats, and we did see Savage stats, which is kind of no brainer because we already saw him at last Adepticon. Like, why would you not show us stats then? The Mando in Shadow Collective, I did count that one. That's not confirmed. There's going to be new use for Shadow Collective with the Mando stuff. Um, but I, I just, I don't know. I feel like there's going to be, but I could totally be wrong on that. So technically, I got two right. And yeah, Nick, you're not wrong. My answers are very generic. I was just like, oh wow, they gave some really out there answers, and I'm over here just like, just see stats and battle forces. So this, what I want to do now is we're gonna find out who the real Oracle, okay? Because that didn't count. I'm not counting myself as the winner of that because of my answers. They were not on point with dreaming as I wanted us to be. So between me and you, Jose, which one of us is gonna be the Oracle? So I want you to do one of two things. Each faction, not counting Shadow Collective, because tier for Shadow Collective. Tell me which one, what unit, and you can have more predictions, but you got to push a bet on one unit that's going to get a nerf, a unit that's going to get a buff, and then a something change in the faction that's just out there. Okay,
Okay.
so you want me to name off the factions, and we could both go over what we think
I
it's
have
going to be?
notes. I have plenty of notes. Like I
Okay,
got
okay.
minuses, I got pluses, I got all the factions, even Shadow Collective. I thought about this and I'm like, I think these are a lot of these are gonna be I think a lot of these are gonna make people like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
All right, well then I'll name the factions and you tell me what you got, and then we'll go over that, okay?
Okay.
So the first one, we're gonna go with the top dog, the most taken, CIS.
All right, you're gonna hate all of this.
Oh, I
All
know I
right.
am.
All right. So for me, what were the top three again? Most
So
would you want?
the you got to give me whichever one you're gonna put your money on. That's gonna be most likely to be nerfed, most likely to be buffed, and something that's gonna change the faction itself. Like,
Okay. Most
okay,
likely to be nerfed. Aquas. I have Aquas at +2 to +7.
oh my god,
Yeah, no. Most likely faction changing. I got Super Tax +5.
okay,
And then what was the
that
other one?
that's gonna be your most like changed.
The faction shaking.
Okay, so +5 for the
Super Tac operatives.
customs.
The
Okay,
custom operatives.
operatives. And then what unit in CIS do you think is gonna get buffed?
Oh, I have AAT -10.
Ooh, the AAT -10. I'm on
Okay.
board with that.
So now, hold on.
Uh-huh.
Now those are the three for that, but here's
Yep.
my quick list. You ready?
Yep. I'm ready.
Dooku +5,
Oh,
Kalani +5, Poggle and Sunfac +5, BX -4, Krabs -5. The reason Poggle and Sunfac are getting +5 together is because you take Poggle or Sunfac as like a little buffer unit, it's like a hack pad unit. So
mm-hmm.
if you just raise one, they're just gonna take the other one. So they both got to get
But
hit
Pongo's
together.
way worse.
It
Like,
doesn't matter though, but the point cost for a buffer unit, they're the same point cost. I'm just saying in terms of an act pad unit, if
mhm.
you plus one, they're just gonna take the other one. Doesn't matter how worse it is because you're just needing that act pad. I think Dooku is undercosted. I think five is a nice spot to put him at. Um, we're seeing way too much Kalani, so plus five on him.
Which I told you guys were gonna see. Now,
And
granted, they'll be taking it with the custom.
And I want more competition in the special forces slot. And I want to see BXs come back. And I think dropping them four puts them in a spot where they can be at least more competitive in the points in the points range amongst the special forces. I feel like even minus four, you're still gonna prefer to take Magnus. So,
Yeah. Uh,
but
all right. Is that it? All your predictions
yep,
for CIS?
yep,
Okay.
yep, yep.
So my prediction is that, as much as I hate to say it, I think we're gonna see nerf for Aquas. Uh, I think you know what? No, I'm gonna say customs. I'm gonna put my money on customs.
Operative or just in general?
Just in general. Like I'm gonna count your custom for the SCDs as general too for the commander as well. But I think you're gonna see a nerf to them. I think you're gonna see the game changer that I'm gonna go with from AMG's words when they said all droid troopers are gonna be affected. I think they're gonna change something with the AI. The AI or well, I'm gonna put my money on AI.
Make it
So
actually matter. Make AI matter
yeah,
again.
yeah, I think they're gonna do something with that that's gonna break my heart.
You have to
Um,
admit that's the
you,
fair route to go.
that is a fair route because you're right. The AI is actually a plus now because of the customs than it is a negative, and it's not even a negative anymore. So I think we're gonna see a big change in that. I also so my buff unit for CIS, Jose, what unit from CIS do we not see in
God,
in, in the
you're
top
gonna pick up my
64?
crabs?
Yes, yes,
The-
they're garbage. They need a points reduction or give them charge. That will fix them.
No.
So I that's what those are my top for that faction. Okay.
The crabs just have the problem of being in the
Nope.
slot where there's
Nope.
other good
Nope. Give
things.
them charge and they'll be worth taking or make them cost less. Or make their guns better at least. God.
The
All right.
guns are great.
No, they're the same as spiders. Anyways, moving on. Uh Gar. Give me what you got for Gar.
All right, so for nerf, I don't really have a Gar unit that's gonna be nerfed.
You don't think a Guardian is going to be nerfed? I okay.
No.
What? All right. You know what? Saying none is going to get nerfed is an answer, and if none get nerfed in this update, you get a point.
I just think because Gar's not doing nothing amazing right now. Like there's
There was
you could
18 in the top 64, and three of them made it in the top eight.
which Gar normally has about three to four in top eight anyways, but they're never winning it. Isaiah's the last one to win anything with
That's
them.
that's someone winning it. That's not no one
No,
winning
no, no,
it.
but I mean like it's not an overabundant flood like we used to see
Mm,
with like Rexstar, Arcstar, all that stuff. Like I don't, we're not when we read these tournaments, we're not like automatically hey Gar won. Like Gar is in a tight spot right now because they don't do nothing necessarily great right now in terms of their one trick, which is Super 5, Super Soka,
mm,
Yoda. So they're
yeah,
not really, Bad Batch couldn't carry Gar to first place. And
right.
even when I think Isaiah won, he didn't have Bad Batch. He had Obi and fucking ISPs. So
Yeah,
don't miss me with
yeah.
that.
All right, all right.
So zero nerf cigar. Um, game changing. I want to see them do the Z6, the RPS, the mortar, and the shotgun. I want them to get the ATRT treatment and make them all baseline 20 points. I want to see weapon variety in Gar. I don't want to see weapons based on I had extra points here or I just want those because Z6 isn't being taken. We're only really seeing the shotgun. We see marksman without mortar more times than not and RPS because of the downgrade of dice, we rarely see those. So
Mm,
I would like to say instead of giving, because some of them are 23, 22, just make them all 20.
mm.
Make those all 20. And let people take whatever they want to take and not worry about, the extra 2 or 3 points. Um, And then, so to me, that's the game changer one.
Okay.
And then, so it's game changer. And what else? Sorry again.
Now the buff. What unit do you think
The
is gonna be buffed?
oh, the buff. Uh, I
If you
feel
don't,
that these guys, I
go
feel
ahead.
that these guys need this because I don't. I've tried to make this list in my head space and I can't figure it out to work because it's a required unit to take and it's such a focal point to get the bonus out of the faction. Arf's down, Arf's -8, and their double guys -2.
Okay. Okay.
Because at the current point cost they are, you're required to take them in 212, but it's just it's a really feels bad to need to take them to get your scouts.
Sure.
And that's part of the fun of 212 is your scouts. So that being said, my whole list is actually buffs for them.
Yeah. Makes
So
sense.
Rex and Cody -5, I want them brought back to where they were.
Hmm.
Clone Commander, I want back to where he was, so -5. Here's the one I feel that it needs to happen. We're not seeing him. It's a hamper to vehicle list. R2 -15. Back to regular R2. And
Oh,
it's not a giant buff. I don't feel like that's buff worthy. I just feel like we need to see R2. R2 can bring some extra healing to these vehicles. R2 can give secret mission. You can't even transport the guy anymore. So, it's not really as chaotic as it was. My boy Echo. Echo -16. I want
oh
Echo
boy.
at 30 points. We live in a world where two dice in the backup is not a thing. Two dice in the super squads is not a thing. There should not be a problem with my boy Echo going down to 30. And if he gets into ARFs, if he gets into marksman and it's fucking cracked, then put him back up. Echo needs to come back to the game. And lastly, because this unit is near and dear to my heart, I want my Saber Tank -15, baby.
I'm actually shocked you didn't say that was going to be your buff.
I like the Saber Tanks the way they are. I think anything they get is just a free armament for me.
Okay, okay. That's
The faction's so expensive
mm.
that like a -15 just means I get two of my armaments for free, and those 15 points, what are they really worth in Gar?
So that's actually my buff for Gar is the Saber Tank. I think you're gonna see, -15 like you said, or -10, for Saber Tank because the Saber Tank's such a cool unit, and I hope we see more of it because it's so iconic, especially from Battlefront. Um, my nerf, I think you're gonna see a Bad Batch nerf. Maybe they're a little bit too strong. And then my game changer, I think they're gonna change Secret Mission to actually be useful. So we'll see. We'll see
That's not
about
really tied to Gar only though. That's also Rebels because
on
Cassian has
RTD.
secret mission and
Sure, sure,
R2D2 has
sure.
secret mission.
That will be my game changer for Rebels as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. That way I'm not getting. Ironically, I'll be getting 2 for 1 if I get it right, but that'll take up a slot. So, anyways, let's go on to Empire. What was your buff, your nerf? I think I know your nerf already, and your game changer.
My nerf, let's get this out of the way. Dark Troopers +10. You
Oh.
gotta pay 20 extra points if you want
Mm-hmm.
that pass BS. And
Okay.
if you gotta pay an extra 10 points, that means it's one less heavy on your remnant unit or one less improvised orders. It hurts. You can still bring your dark troopers. It just hurts your front end more than your back end.
Sure.
And I feel that that's completely fair. Um, a game changer for me. Um, game changer. Oh man, I didn't really think of any. I don't think any of these are game changing.
I
I
don't think
would
we're gonna
say
see the game changers, but I think it's just fun to predict.
eWeb -10.
Okay.
Bring the eWebs back
So you're
to
going with
50.
another buff.
Yeah, eWebs minus because Empire needs access like to compete in terms of like activation. Like the Empire period players who are not bringing darks, who are not focusing on the pass mechanic BS, need something to help them fortify their backlines and need something to buff their numbers that in a meaningful way. You get three E-webs for 150 and you put them on Recover the Research. I mean, range four, there's, once again, their dice pool. You could give me all the mess you want about their dice pool, but once again, the way line of sight works now with area, the amount of double squads we're seeing, and these are a station unit that's gonna most likely suffer from moving and shooting. Um, there's a lot more negatives to them, but it's a flexible unit that I feel is not over encompassing in terms of like you're gonna feel burned if a E-web gets a good shot, because if an E-web got a good shot, you walked into a standby, you put yourself in a bad position, or you walked out and thought you could kill me, you didn't.
Mhm.
So that would be my game changer. I want to see E-webs back. And then so nerf, game changer, and then buff. I want to see range troopers back to the original points.
60 points.
60 points. There's no reason that they should have went up. Get out of here. So then with that being said, the list that I have is gonna be real fired real quick. Iden minus 15,
Mm.
IG 11 minus 5. I consider them Empire. IG 88 minus 10. Deaths minus 6. I want ISF minus 4 because I want them to be competitive inside of the special forces slot with deaths already getting a reduction in my opinion. Dell needs to go down 5 points. He's not we're not seeing a lot of Dell. Um just there's Dell has always been an anomaly to me because he's a sniper with repair that you don't want to follow a vehicle, I guess. Like
All
it
right.
was really insane. So I think Dell can go to and it's two dice once again. Two dice is really not doing nothing. Gideon, just because I don't like 29, I want him minus one. I had 28. That's just a nitpick. Like I see 29, I'm like, this is stupid.
Should make it even 30.
Uh they probably would. Uh ISF T21's minus four. Once again, I want ISFs to be competitive. Minus four for ISF, minus four for the T21s. It's minus eight across the board for them. Puts them a little bit more competitive in the special forces slot. And then my lat minus 10, I just don't see enough lats. I think they could do with be getting some armaments put on them for free, essentially. And then just because I feel like it and I think they're gonna get buffed with 224, the Gav's minus 10.
Okay. Okay. So, the buff that I want to see is buff the ATST. Make it go down in points. ATST is iconic. We should be seeing more of them. They should be terrifying. I don't feel like they're terrifying right now, and so maybe making them cheaper will give them the buff they need. Um, for my nerf, it's got to be Dark Troopers. I kind of agree with you. If with AMG saying they're okay with the pass mechanic being abused, make them more. Give them a points increase. Because I feel like that's a little too strong for their points, despite how expensive they are. Um, and then I want to say for my game changer, finally give them an Imperial Trooper keyword that gives them something to the whole faction. That's what I would say is my game changer. So, last but not least, Rebels. What do you got for Rebels?
Uh, Game changer. Let's go with um. What do I have? What do I have? I don't really feel. Man, that's hard. I guess game changer. I have R2 here at 15, but that's just because it's the generic across the board. But I'm gonna go OP Luke minus 10.
Okay.
Nerf. I'm gonna go with Nerf. Let's go fleets plus 5. Start tax that
Yeah,
Cassian,
Cassian.
tax Cassian. You're not gonna
Hmm.
nerf. I feel like no matter what points you put Cassian at, they're just gonna pay for it.
Hmm.
And we haven't fleets have been almost nowhere to be found until Cassian came. So if we make them pay 5, maybe they give up their improvised orders, or maybe they give up a gun on something. Balance
Hmm.
that out. Um, And then my buff is going to be um FD cannon -10.
Oh, that's spicy. Because you're right.
So
FP
that
Cannon is not taken at all.
and then the overall quick list I have is Hero Luke -5.
Mm.
I feel like he could be he could still keep be coming down in points. We need to see Luke on the table. I don't care which version it is. And we're gonna see Tauntaun Luke. That's so I get
Mm-hmm.
that, but Hero Luke deserves some spotlight. Especially the new model has a cool victory jacket. I love that model. Jin -5, Sabine -5. I got Vets -2. I got Mark Twos -2. Commandos -8. I've always felt like Commandos were super core,
Mm-hmm.
and pushing them -8 puts them in a little bit more competitive bracket with looking at them as a cooler core. Um, um, the T-47 -15, land speeder +5 because
Mm-hmm.
that thing's obnoxious, and yeah, that's it right there.
So mine are going to be the nerf. I do want to see a Cassian nerf. I think you're right in that it has to be a fleet nerf. So I'm going to choose fleets. Either raise the costs, but I think you're right. Even if you did raise the cost, they're still going to take them. So you only need one fleet to do the trick.
Or you
So I
could
think,
tax the double squad.
yeah, the double squad could go up. Yeah, I could see that for the fleets in general. So yeah, some kind of fleet trooper nerf. And then the buff, I want to see Tauntaun to get a point reduction. You got the two Hauntauns, the two new Tauns. Tauntauns have not been in the game for a long time. They're such a cool unit. Give us a point reduction on them. We want to see
How
them in
many?
the field.
How much points? I have an
Uh,
idea of what I think.
they're
Oh no.
95 right now.
Yeah.
Funny story is Droidicas were 100 at release, and they are now at 67. I want to say you see Tauntauns at 70.
So -15.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I was thinking too. I
Ten,
could
ten,
live in that world.
yeah.
Yep.
The game changer is, I want them to get a rebel trooper keyword, so that way the rebel troopers could do something in the faction, just like CAS and GAR. I think that would be neat and cool. Um, so
So
last
one second.
prediction. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. So when you finish that, I do want to cover Shadow Collective real quick, and I
Okay.
do have some generic upgrades I want to talk about real quick.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get to so stop before you get to generic upgrades. Go ahead, do
Okay,
shadow
so
collective. Yeah.
okay. So Shadow Collective is pretty much reversion back to their original point costs.
Mm.
So Capo -3, Commander upgrade, Commander Capo -3, the upgrade Capo -2. I want to see Guard come down -5, Pikes -2, Disruptor -2, Super Commandos -6. I want to
Yeah.
see Rook Cast -5.
I want to.
I want
Yeah.
to see the Gunslinger and the Marksman upgrade for Death Watch brought back -4. But that puts them all in line with the other upgrades except for Rook. And then I want to see the AA5, specifically the Shadow Collective AA5 -5.
Okay. Okay.
Just give
So
them more breathing room.
yeah, yeah. Let them be able to build bigger lists. Like I like that.
And I was fair. I left Black Sun where they are because Black Sun are cracked already.
Yeah. All right. So for the generic upgrade, I was gonna say choose one to put your money on. That's gonna either be a nerf or a buff. Only one. This is the special prediction.
I'm still gonna give you my list afterwards.
That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead.
Force push -15,
So bringing it down to 30,
30.
30. No, that's
Oh, 25.
yeah, 25, 25. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. Mine is actually force push back to 10. I think it's criminal that force users are not in the game in a meta capacity because they are the driving force of Star Wars. Like it ticked me off when AMG put Shatterpoint that everybody could use the force, man. Like, no, you got to learn how to use the force to use your abilities. And force users did the training. Like, stop taxing them so much. Like, bring it back to 10. Let them be able to be so powerful. I think the game is fought over a wide variety of the map now that, it's not going to come into play as much, but it should come into play. So I think Force Push should go back to 10. Anyways, give me the full breakdown of your list.
All right. So force push minus 15, vigilance minus 2, O push minus 2, recon minus 3.
Yeah.
If we have to walk on the field, I get that you want to tax the shit out of us. I get it. You're scared of when everybody has recon, it's like everybody's starting on the board. I don't care.
Mm,
If I have to walk on the board and be down in an action oriented game where each normal unit gets 2 actions. I'm already down in action walking onto the field. That is fucking stupid.
mm-hmm.
So recon minus 3, situational awareness minus 2, all grenades, 2 points across the board. Let everybody have your
Oh,
grenade option.
I would say
Most
free. Make them
most
free.
of the I got a free one coming.
Okay.
Most of the time, you see a grenade slot just because I needed to fill 2 points. I want people to have, if grenades at 2 just seem normal. They seem fine. I mean, none of them are don't do the capacity
I
that they used to.
I think grenades are so insignificant. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some that make good use of it, some units. I think they should be just all free because when you see Cad Bane with a grenade slot or Grievous Willbag with a grenade slot, it's like, why? You know what I mean? Like, okay. Let me get specific. It should be free on units that there's only one in the unit there. Because like, what's the point of that upgrade on that unit? Like, why? When am I ever gonna choose the grenade over my weapon profile? You know what I mean?
Back
So,
when you could take impact grenades and you can get past impact 4.
I mean, you can't
I
even
know
with
now
it.
you can't.
Yeah. So like, I think for operatives, commanders, any unit that has only one in, make all grenades free for them because there's no reason for those slots to exist. I don't even know why you put those equipable
I
slots
got him on
on
a
those units.
rant.
It don't make no sense to me. But hey, maybe they get something in the pipeline. I don't know. I'm not aware of.
All
Uh,
right. Support generators, barrage and the impact generator minus 1. Just make them 2 points.
mm,
Uh, all shells, bunker buster, armor piercing, and high velocity. 8 points across the board. Let me choose what shell I need. Don't make me pay more. It's bunker buster being 12 is like the dumbest thing ever because hopefully I've shot you enough with my range 4 shells and my range 3 shells that I shouldn't need that bunker buster.
sure.
Let alone 12. Like that is dumb.
Yeah.
So baseline them at 8. Like let you build your arsenal. Like make it all 8.
Mm.
Then that's 16, 24 points in shells altogether if you have that many shells. And then it opens up some options for the lat to take some other stuff. Um, you ready for this? All standard snipers, not character, not Dell, not Echo, any future snipers to come, they stay at their point cost. All standard snipers free.
I don't know, man. I think that's gonna piss you off more than anything because you don't like act padding, and if they're all free, that's exactly what people are gonna be doing is act padding.
I just want to see the snipers on the table. I gotta.
Oh,
When's the last? And
that's hilarious.
I don't even mean just in strike teams. I just mean in general. Like even in
That's
Remnant,
that's
they don't
that's
take their.
huge though. That's a free 2 dice weapon with Pierce, Orlito. Like that's just
we live
free.
in we live in a world of super squads. We live in a world of walking walls. We
Yeah,
live in a world of armored wheel bikes. We live like I've never been more on the board of and good, don't get me wrong, I understand the lethality of a 2 dice when you don't have those things because at the Bakersfield tournament, one of the Rebel players I played had a sniper and I had Gar with no wall or yeah, Gar with no walls, no nothing, and he was picking my boys up. So I get it. But at the same time, that sniper whipped every now and then. But the meta we're in, where we're gonna get bikes, we're gonna get all this other stuff, walls, all this stuff, line of sight the way it works now. Like you have some wiggle room to work around it. It's not the way the old Legion was, where I can see through this area terrain. I have sharpshooter one. It's non-existent. Let me roll my die. I just want to see snipers back and not a act padding capacity. Like I don't care to see them in the two-man group, but I do want to see just snipers come back to the game. And I don't just because the current way we're in the game, with double squads, we need some release valves. And if they're doing nothing against your commanders or operatives because backup, so your only targets, if you can see them, if a is infantry, but a good player is going to see those snipers and be like, okay, I can try to mitigate this a little bit. But it just puts another unit on the board. I don't like not seeing the snipers on the board.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, my man. I'm excited. Next week we'll have that points update, so we should know who is the official Legion Labs Oracle. Me or Jose. So, uh, any last words, Jose?
Oh man, come out to Vet Fest, come chill, come hang out. It's always a good time. After Vet Fest, we normally go hang out, go grab a drink or something. Come hang out, come chill. It's fun time as always. Lots of Legion. And even if you don't want to play Legion, hey, next doing some MCP stuff. So come hang out.
Yeah. Buff crabs, AMG. Give them charge. Anyways, I'll see you boys. See everybody later.
Later.